Okay folks, it's been absolutely ages and ages since I've done a video, and now we're in lockdown, it's going to be even harder. So today I'm just going to do a bit of a history tour in my own local area, which is Nuneaton. It has some great, what's the word I'm looking for? Some great industrious, that's the word I'm looking for. Some great industrious get my keys, there you go. Some great industrious history. Now I'm going to start off with a little bit, I'm going to drive everywhere, I might not even be getting out of my car. We'll start off with a little history of a family called the Knox family. They lived in Nuneaton, somewhere where you probably wouldn't believe, and now you know it as a really posh, good eating restaurant, which I used to do. It's going to be shut when I get down there, so it's just a case of parking on the side of the road, taking some photos and coming back out. There's the posh eating place I'm going to as soon as you see it, if you're from Nuneaton. Although there's a lot of history about information about the Knox family online and what they did. All the photos are sketchy and needs copyright, so that's why I'm having to do this on my own and take my own photos. But you'll be surprised. I was when I researched it. Okay, you can see here the Chase Hotel. This is the actual Knoxes, family owned. The Knoxes were, they were probably one of the richest families in Nuneaton. They actually owned Haunchwood Brick and Tile Company, which we'll be going and having a visit to in a minute. I think the Haunchwood Brick and Tile Company was around until 1960. Unfortunately, I can't get out of my car, and I'm not walking all the way around it. But the Chase Hotel was once owned by one of the richest families in Nuneaton. Right. I'm now going to what's now known in Nuneaton and Bedworth is Whittleford Park. Formerly known as Haunchwood Brick and Tile Works. Oh, I need to say thanks, our kid, for buying me this new camera. I'm really impressed with it. I've now got an Osmo Action. Thank you very much, our kid. Alright, so now I'll start by telling you a bit. I think Haunchwood Brick and Tile Company shut down in 1960. And over the years it's been slowly demolished. It was one of probably 4 brickyards in the Nuneaton area. One called Charity Brickworks, which was in Bedworth or Hexhall. One called Ansley Brickworks, which was Ansley Common, which then became Ansley Pit, or it was a pit and a brickworks at the same time. But by far the biggest one was Haunchwood Brick and Tile Company, which we're at now. It's now a public nature walk, so everything will be okay. You know, I can never understand why the council put them massive things everywhere on all the public footpaths. I don't understand why. Never mind. Never mind. Right. Oh, I think I should have come the other end. I don't know whether you can see through the trees. I don't know whether you can see through the trees, but there is the clay hole. It was obviously a lot deeper and bigger, and there's actually pictures online of them actually making the clay hole. There you go. So we're going to have a look at the clay hole now. There was actually a tram system. I think it worked on pulleys and chains, and it was pulled up by a steam engine at the top where the factory was, which we'll be going up to in a minute. Oh, look at all them birds. There was a tram line that come up. I think the tram line was that side of the pool. You can see how big it was, and it was a lot deeper. I remember about 1980. I remember about 1980, 86. They filled it all up, because I believe it turned into some sort of rubbish tip for the locals. They filled it all up, and there was actually a footpath that come from that end down into the dip, and back up this end. Oh God, too old for this malarkey. People walking dogs this end, but for some unknown reason it filled back up with water, and it's freezing. There's Mum and Dad, and there are the signets. Got nothing for you. Oh, that's big for a clutch of geese, swans even. So now I'm gonna head up to where the actual factory. You can imagine a tramway. Oh God, be another 40, 50 foot under this lake, going all the way up, all the way around the top, and I'm losing my hat. And working its way up here. Probably the same route this path's taking, actually. Probably the same route that this path's taking, which I'm on now. Oh, turn you back round. Okay, This is a local history tour. There's plenty of pictures of it online, but unfortunately most of them are copyrighted, so I can't even show you any stills of what it used to look like. It was a mighty big company. Oh. Well. Well, that's a surprise. Where all these houses are. This was the main factory. I was sort of hoping to find some remnants of the kilns or whatever, but the main factory was here. And this estate's quite big. Can't give you any idea of how big it is, but it is quite big. And this is where the main factory was. Little buildings were dotted all over the place, but yeah, I'm going to go back down. Back down the path. I can tell how long it's been round here, since I've been round here. That housing estate wasn't there. I used to, it was one big open, I don't know, brown field space where all that housing estate was. Oh, another thing I failed to mention, the Knox, the Chase, or the Knox family own home, was actually built from their own bricks. So, and that tiled from their own tiles, so they built everything from here. See bits of the building there. It's probably all built from blue bricks. Weird. Well, I'm actually looking in some of the old bricks, and you never know, we might be lucky, we might find one that's actually got Haunchwood stamped on it, but I doubt it. I remember in the 80s, a friend of mine was coming over here, collecting as many of the blue bricks as he could to build his own house. Built most of it for free as well. There's even no, can't even find any of the remains of the kilns. Been attacked by a stick. There used to be some remains of the kilns. They're obviously all gone now. Oh. I think that's a genuine Haunchwood brick, but no stamp on it. And I know they stamp their name on most of their products. This could be where they dump the seconds actually. There's a lot of half bricks here. And that, my friend, is a genuine Haunchwood block paver. And I know that for a fact as well, because I believe they patented that style. Well, I'm glad I found an Haunchwood block paver. That was before concrete, all clay. And I can see what I believe is a genuine Haunchwood tile. There we go. Genuine Haunchwood ridge tile. Blue. I worked in the clay industry for, oh, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years of my life. I worked in Stanley's. That's interesting. That's more like it. And it's a second because it's split there. I did say this might be where they dump the seconds. And there goes my hat. You can tell how old these bricks are because of the sheer thickness of them. I believe modern bricks now are 65mm, and that's nearer 75mm, and that's a solid red engineering brick. Just a quick question, does anybody know what colour blue bricks are before they're fired? Now this is definitely the area where they took the seconds. There's another second blue there, look. It's all cracked. There you go, found one. Don't know whether you can see it, but that says Haunchwood. Quality bricks they were, absolute quality. So now you know, Whittleford Park used to be Haunchwood Brickyard. Well, brick and tile works, let's put it right. And the man that owned it, Mr. Knox, one of the richest entrepreneurs, I'm going to lose my hat again, in the Nuneaton, owned it. Ah, now this is interesting. You see the bow shape in that? I believe this was part of the kilns, but again, I'm not sure. You can see more of it here. Or where the heat went from the coal, maybe, I don't know. Could be just drainage. I'm just surmising. It does look like a kiln though, or the start of a kiln. There's another brick there. Haunchwood. There's still quite a lot of them around here. Quite a lot of them. There you go. That's me about. Oh, just a bit of, you know, the Knox family was a really big family. I believe they had 9 kids, all sons. Well, this is Camp Hill, I suppose. So I would expect to find a burnt out bike dumped. That's a coping stone for the top of a wall. I believe that's Haunchwood as well. No stamp on that though. I'm assuming it's Haunchwood. Another coping stain for a wall. I would dearly love to find I think this definitely is where the kilns were, because all that's fire damage on a lot of them. That must have been that hot, they nearly melted the bricks. How mad's that? Yeah, that would be the inside wall. That would be the inside wall of a kiln. So I was right. Well, I found a kiln, I found a brick, and that's me done. I'll probably be doing another video similar to this about Stanley's brickyard. Well, I did spend about 8 years of my life working there. I'm 16 until about 24, and then they closed down and I moved to a company called Red Bank, bought them out. A company called Red Bank bought them out in Measham. And being as we were doing more or less the same as they were doing at Stanley's, they closed us down and moved to Measham. Worst career choice of my entire life, that was. And one of the hardest jobs I've ever had in my life as well. Can you imagine running to the, then it was them beehive kilns, not tunnel kilns, beehive kilns. Running to one of these massive beehive kilns with a barrow full of semi-dry clay chimney pots, and it was piecework as well. And it weren't just piecework for the individual, it was piecework for the entire team. So if one of us was a bit slack, everybody else would be getting it in the neck and then giving it you in the neck. When I was at Stanley, it was just an hourly wage, which was a lot better. Yes, I lasted there not long, maybe 7 months after I was, let's say, tooped. Toop weren't around then. We had the choice, we either leave now or go to Measham. Didn't even have the offer of redundancy. And that there looks like a Stanley's air brick, and that's definitely maybe Haunchwood. Yes, when I was at Stanley's I worked on the mill. I knew that was a Stanley's air brick. I worked on what they called the mill, and my job was to load this mill up with clay with a mini digger for a hopper, grind it all down, add what we call grog. See if you can find some grog. There must be some grog round here. Oh, I'll try and explain what grog is. Grog is the crap tiles that you can't sell. You grind them up, mix them with the clay, or crap air bricks, or crap anything, crap bricks, crap anything. You can't sell. You grind them with the clay, and that's what gives the pressed air bricks, which that one was. Their, I don't know, grainy effect. Is that the way to put it? Yeah, I think that's the way to put it, their grainy effect. I don't know whether you can see. Those little grains in there. The grainy effect, and you had to get the mix exactly right, because I was working with, I don't know what's the word, oh, he was a nice bloke, but his clay, Josworth, James, Benji his name were. I was working with a bloke called Benji. He was on the other end of the mill pressing them out, and I was on the mill on the mill end in the yard, filling the hopper up. And the clay had to be just right, because he'd literally sling the second pressed air bricks, well, not deliberately at me, but in the mill, and there was a few near misses, let's put it that way. And he used to keep saying, more water, less water, more grog, less grog, more clay. He was a good man though, to be fair. And you say he was a bit of a Josworth. His air bricks had to be perfect. There you go. Oh, I don't know whether I said the Knox family was a massive family. There was 9 kids. I wonder whether that's the remains of a kiln. No, it looks a bit arched, doesn't it? No, maybe not. Yes, good old days. Got to be getting on for 40 years ago. Sugar, how old am I? So let's not forget Stockingford's industrial heritage. And that's it, peeps. Thanks for watching. Oh, what's this? Ah, this is their ridge tiles. So Haunchwood made ridge tiles and blue bricks. That looks like a drainage pipe. I didn't know they made drainage pipes. I need to research that a bit more. more block paving. I think my grandma had them all down the garden with a line post, with a clothesline running next to it. There you go. In any case, okay. Okay, peeps, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to sign off. It's going to be quite a short one and a lot of me waffling on and on and on, but never mind. I hope you enjoy. I know it's been a while. Thank you for watching. See you later, peeps. There's a bit more of useless information. To make blue bricks, they were fired at a temperature of 950 degrees centigrade to 1150 degrees centigrade for 2 days. I don't know whether you can see that. And that's how blue bricks were made.